Okay, so today is Thursday, May 23rd, not the last Thursday in May, so I don't have to do my May in review video, which is a good thing, because I hadn't even thought about it until I looked at the date. And then I was like, alright, let me write some shit real quick. Again, I don't have to do it now, but just while it's on my brain, see what I can get done. But about this last week, the last few days have basically been defined by I have started studying for the bar, which is good and bad. It's bad because I'm like, oh shit, this is like all I'm doing now. But it's good because I'm getting it done and I can feel myself being like, all right, I am taking this seriously. I am being diligent. I'm not just like, all right, let me watch a video. Now let me take a long break. Let me do another one. I'm like, no, like, let's go, go, go. Now I can take a break. And then I want to make sure I do more later. And that's important. I don't know what really else I have to say. I just noticed I've been really tired the past few days just because I'm like, all right, get this done, get this done, get this done. I've been so mentally drained, but I am making progress. Survivor 46 is now done. I made a video with my mom about it, like almost right after the finale. Overall, loved the season. I thought a very strong finale. I just really wanted it to end in a tie. And all of that buildup of how close Ben is to Charlie and how close Ben is to Kenzie would have culminated in such an interesting way, and it just didn't happen. It's not like, wow, this ruined the season, because I think Kenzie is a very good winner, but I'm like, man, that would have just been perfect. And for what it's worth, I haven't heard anything to the contrary. My personal theory is that Ben would have voted Kenzie anyway. So again, it's not that I'm upset with the winner. It's not even that I hate the way it went down. It's just like, man, we could have had a spectacular finish. Instead, we had a good finish, you know? But there's that. I did finish reading Dune Messiah. I feel like I'll do a video. I don't have any immediate, I haven't really worked on my notes and trying to get everything figured out. I'm a little worried it might be like a Fallout video, or like I'm making this video because I finished the thing and I want to talk about it and say that I liked it, but I don't have anything I particularly want to say, and it's just going to be a total mess. Because like I'm glad I made a video on Fallout, I guess, but I'm like, I don't feel like it was that good. I mean, like, I know how my videos are. They are very messy. There's a lot of there's a lot of just moments of shit, I lost my place. There's flubbing over my words and then giggling about how stupid the flub sounded. Like, I know how it feels. I know how they go. But even that one in particular was like, that was a fucking mess. And I don't want to do something that poor again. So I feel like if and when I do a video on Dune Messiah, I want to really hone down and hammer in. Those are even the right phrases. CR to be like, what the fuck? What am I even trying to say? I want to make sure I know what the fuck I want to say before I say it. Yeah, I did end up dropping Puppetborn. I just got to a point where I'm like, look, I don't like Souls games and Souls adjacent games. Clay really liked this one, and I like Pinocchio. I wanted to give it a shot, and for a while, I was enjoying it, and the more I played it, the more I'm like, this is a Souls game. They're just not for me. I don't think I'm really even gonna make a video on it. I don't have really anything to say. It's just, yeah, it's just a genre of game I don't particularly care for. I think this is well made, but I ultimately just don't care for the mechanics. That's it. That's my Soulsborne video. That's my Puppetborn video. I guess it is kind of a Soulsborne video in general. I don't really care for them. The next game I'm gonna play is Tales of Destiny. The way I kind of put it in air quotes is like, look, with the studying, I feel like pretty much everything is gonna be on hold. Like, I still haven't started Atlanta Season 3. I keep saying, it's like, I'm gonna start it this week, because I want to, because I loved Season 1. I loved Season 2. I genuinely loved this show. The reason I hadn't started it was I was just getting delayed with other shit. And now it's, no, I can, but studying. Like, I'm probably not going to be watching much of Atlanta. I'm probably not going to start reading the gender swap Twilight book, although that's the next book I want to read. I, like, played, like, an hour of Tales of Destiny, and I was like, yeah, this seems fine, and I'll get to it when I get to it. I really do think studying for the bar is probably gonna... I'm not gonna do a whole lot of other shit. I haven't even listened to Worm in the last 3 days, and Worm has been cooking. Like, Arc 16 was so good. 17 was so good. What I've read so far of 18, I'm like, I want to know what the fuck is gonna happen. This is really interesting. I'm just like, I know it's an audiobook, but I don't even have the energy or, like, desire to go listen to it. Not because it's bad, but because I'm just, like, sapped. That's what I wanted, not zapped. Sorry, I thought of multiple things at once. I thought of Zappy, which is Yunaka from Engage, and I also thought of Get Zappy from Totono, which are two very different things. I did finally finish Shogun, though. Fucking finally. I was able to finish it with my dad. I liked it a lot. Shogun's another thing where I'm like, I don't really know what I would want to say about Shogun, except I think it's very good. The acting, I think, is fantastic. The costumes look amazing. And I will definitely watch Season 2 when it comes out. VN progress on Severance. That is going... Again, like, it was going well, and now it's really slow because of studying. But I was able to get some chapters done. Our artist is back from his hiatus. We got another design for a character, and it was really, and it's like, this is why I love working with this artist so much. With how they designed the character, it was more or less what I imagined, but there was that little bit extra, which I think just makes the design more interesting. I think there's like there's some clear shit to read into this that I think does really well, and other things that make me go, because like, this character had never had a weapon before. I just always imagined them using their bare fists, but in this design, they had a weapon, and my brain immediately just went to, okay, so how is this weapon going to factor in? Here's ways it could make some fights that I already, like, kind of liked, but I felt were missing something. This could be the missing something. And I'm mad because I had just finished some of those chapters. It was like, okay, like, I finished it, I looked over it, I edited it. I could have used maybe a little extra something, but that something isn't here. So this is what we're going to roll with, but it's done. I'm like, well, I kind of wish this had happened before I did that chapter, but now I feel like I have the tools, and the character now has the tools to make this climax even better, and that does excite me. So there's that. Multiverses got itself another trailer, because it's officially coming out again next week. I think it's the 28th, so I think that's Tuesday. They showed off 1000% confirming, yeah, Banana Guard's not a joke. It's a joke, but this is a playable character. Agent Smith from The Matrix. We're like, that's an interesting pick. I kind of dig that. And Jason fucking Voorhees, who was the whitest dude you've ever seen. Like, why is he so big? Like, well, I mean, it is Jason. Jason is a big motherfucker, but holy crap. And they also showed that, yeah, Jason X, Uber Jason, I think is what he's called. Like, that's a skin. That's pretty cool. I had said in, like, the early days of Multiverses and its speculation and it being out, the character I most wanted for the game was the Powerpuff Girls. And there's a lot of hints to the Powerpuff Girls. Townsville is a stage. In the Joker gameplay trailer on Batman's computer, it shows a bunch of different playable characters. The Powerpuff Girls are there. There's a scene where, in this new trailer, Bugs opens the water tower and a bunch of objects come out. One was a trident, which seems to be like an Aquaman thing, a katana, so that's probably Samurai Jack, a broomstick, which I would think is either Harry Potter or the Wicked Witch of the West, and then Bubbles is plushie, like the little octopus dude. I'm like, okay, these feel like character hints. Maybe they're not. Maybe I'm just looking into shit. Also, later on the Townsville stage, like, not on the stage itself, but as part of the trailer, it's like, those are Dexter's gloves and glasses. And Dexter's lab is now a stage. I would assume this is a hint that we're getting Dexter as a character. Like, Dexter could be really... I didn't watch much of Dexter's lab, but just knowing what the show is about, I'm like, no, that sounds like that would be a really fucking fun character to play as. But I am excited to get the Powerpuff Girls. I am excited to play as Jason and just be super unga bunga. Like, the freaking sleeping bag kill is in his moveset. Like, that's so cool. I love that. Here's a fun little story. So it was Monday. It might have been Tuesday. But no, it was for sure Monday. So Clay is going to make burgers, going to make smash burgers, and they tasted very good. I was very happy with them, very excited for them. So he goes to the store, gets all the stuff for burgers. He gets like some glass Coke bottles, which is something he usually tries to do, like if he's making burgers or steak. And he also gets some donkey sauce, which is the thing, that's the Guy Fieri sauce, which we had on the cruise. And I was really excited to see it. He's like, dude, guess what I found? So I'm reading the label for the donkey sauce. I don't remember exactly what it says, but it's something like, hey, if you don't put this like really good hype sauce on your food, some shit like that, you're a jackass. And I read that out loud, and as soon as I say that, you're a jackass, the fucking bottom of the like thing of Coke just falls out, and then the Coke bottles all shatter. So we spent some time cleaning up the glass shards. I think we got them all. They kind of went everywhere. It was on the floor, it was on the carpet, someone into the kitchen, someone under the table, someone over to like the front door. It was wild, but it was just, to me, like what made it so funny was the timing. If you're a jackass, pff, it was like the Coke bottles felt so insulted. And they're like, we can't be here anymore. The only other thing to talk about is there is a trailer for the new Trails game that came out today for Kai no Kiseki, Farewell Ozamiria, Teenage Kraken. Kevin's finally back. Kevin is finally fucking back since Azure. And I'm so excited to see more Kevin. I'm so excited to be able to play. I'm assuming we can play as him again. Reen. I was expecting Reen to show up at some point. Reen looks really good. Altina looks really good. I'm happy to see the two of them. I don't know if we're going to get the rest of how many members of Class 7, new or old, are going to show up, but we at least got those two. We see Rufus. Rufus just chilling on Gerard's throne, and there's Lapis. Like, that gets me really excited. I like those two quite a bit. I think it showed one of the Judgment twins. I don't remember their names. Like Ixis and Iona or some shit. I don't super remember. But the girl, the one that has like the shadow thing, it showed her and it looks like she's playable, which I was not expecting at all. But like, okay, that's kind of hype. Campanella. It showed Master Ka-Fi. I didn't also show my girl she's in it, and I adore she's in it. But it showed Master Ka-Fi, and I'm like, okay. I'm still rolling with my theory that he is Arian Rhodes' replacement and he's the new Anguis number 7. I'm very excited to see that. It looks like the logo of the game is of the Grand Master looking very angelic, which adds a little bit of credence to my theory that she is the Grand Master, yeah, it leads credence to my theory that the Grand Master is the Grand Master, to my theory that she is Adios. I've thought that for a while, or if she's not Adios herself, it's like Adios' human daughter or something like that. That's been my theory since, like, Sky the Third. Maybe even a little earlier than that, I don't remember. But I'm still rolling with that. I feel like there's still a chance we might get that confirmed. I'm still wondering if what Hermes' role is going to be, because we keep seeing this person that it seems like this is Hermes unmasked. And I think in this trailer we also saw her like flying something. Is like there's been a lot of like shots of her and all this pre-release stuff. Is she going to be playable? Is she going to be the main character of the game? Like, this is Kuro 3, so I'm assuming it's still Van, but I don't know. I mean, I feel like you can make a genuine, like, let me try that again. A genuine good faith argument that Swin and Nadia were more the protagonists of Kuro 2 than Van was. Like, it was a split narrative, and I guess, like, definitely when you get into Chapter 3, it's more about Van in the solutions office, but Chapter 3 was so fucking dog shit, I would rather not have to think about that ever again. I am hoping that this game is so good, so hype, brings all the characters I want to see again, does all kinds of crazy shit, that I can just forget Kuro 2 ever happened. I would love for that to be the case. But I am just kind of wondering, it's like, we're seeing a lot of Hermes. Like, how important is she to the plot, or is it just like, hey, here's a new design, let's show this one off more to get people talking, get people excited? Clearly it's working. It comes out at the end of September, which means we're not gonna get it in the West till 2028 if we're lucky. I don't know when like a translated patch would be available and playable. Maybe like 2026, hopefully late 2025. I'm very torn because I want to know what the fuck is gonna happen. I'm probably gonna look at spoilers, so like the shit's out. I gotta know. I think for me it's, I want to know who's gonna be in the game, and I want to know if a lot of my theories are right. Like, if Kafai is not the 7th Anguis and, like, there's other shit he's doing, I'm cool with not knowing what that is. But, like, if he is what I think he's gonna be, I would like to know that. If the Grandmaster is Adios, and I've been calling that forever, I would like to know. If she's not, and she has some other shit planned, cool, I will get to that when I get to that. That's just kind of how I am. It's like, I want to, like, if I have a theory about something, I don't really want to waste my time with it. It's like, I want to know if I'm right. And if I'm right, cool. If I'm wrong, then don't tell me what's actually happening. I will find that out. But it's like, if I've already figured it out, I want to just go ahead and know if I'm right. But, I think that's it. I want to go inside. It's hot. Probably start studying for a bit and then go to work.